Shoot, stupid thing.
Alright, hold
Alright,
on.
hold on, guys. Trying to get this situated.
That's
Thing.
okay. We're going live.
Can you see me okay? Because my phone's going to be plugged in.
Hold on. Go live. There we are. There it is. Shut sound off. Share video.
Watch out, Momo.
Alright.
3 minutes until showtime.
Calming him down.
I'm here.
I know. We know you are. I know.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you just great. Can you hear us?
Yeah, pretty good, actually.
Alright, I'm just sharing it out in the groups now.
I shared it to every last person earlier.
Yeah, I share the live feed too, so.
Okay, good.
I'll post it to your timeline.
Okay.
It should be an X over there somewhere. I don't see an X on any of this. Huh. Maybe if it pulls out of it, we'll come back in. Yeah,
2 minutes until showtime.
Hold on, I'm sharing to your timeline now, Michelle. Hopefully it doesn't come again. Oh, in the new page.
Chop, what up? Oh, shit. They can see the TV. I gotta turn the camera a little bit. Oh, watch out. Oh.
There you go.
That's better, right, guys? Than watching cable TV.
Unless you're watching us.
1 minute until showtime.
1 minute. Alright, suppose we should go live now, huh?
Hello, hello, ladies.
There we go. Transitioning now.
Okay. I feel like I'm looking out a window. It looks like I'm looking out a window. Shiny day.
Yep, Michelle is back, but she's still on crutches from her house.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATU Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons licensing.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan.
Stephanie Pereira. Yeah, we gotta fix that and add Steph onto this too, so...
Yeah, we gotta fix that one.
Out there. So far we have Anita, and we have Joe in the chat room, and and Angelina just popped in. Hello, everybody. But you know, after the show with Christy, she was saying, you know, so many people are asking about the meditation. So I says, ooh, okay. Well, then what we'll do is Thursday, and Michelle's a trooper. She's sitting here from her bed with her foot up, coming on live. So I thought we would start with basically understanding what meditation is. So in order to give you guys a better idea of how to meditate, this is a teaching class, but if you stay tuned, you'll get some guided meditation. But, and of course, Michelle might fall asleep, so if you hear snoring.
It's definitely me. Definitely me.
All right, so.
Well, actually, if we hear snoring, it's Mark.
It could be the dog, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely.
Oh, hello.
Buddha.
Pretty rocky sounding. Well, if you go over to YouTube, you'll be able to hear it much better. Facebook gets a little iffy on the sounds here and there. So, all right. So what I want to talk to you about tonight is the real meaning of meditation. First of all, what is meditation? Does anybody out there know what meditation is actually?
I know I suck at it.
How does it work? Can meditation help you achieve genuine peace and happiness in today's hectic and often chaotic world? Good questions. Very good questions. So, we're going to start right into this right now. All right. Now, meditation is a word.
Just kidding.
I got my nut job commentary back, so me trying to be serious going through this class day, you know, I was Michelle. Poor this one, she's probably going to join in the chaotic craziness. All right, so just to let you guys know, meditation is a word that has come to be used loosely, okay, in the modern world. This is why there is so much confusion about how to practice it. Now, some people use the word meditate when they mean thinking or contemplate, okay? While others use it to reference daydreaming or fantasizing, okay? However, meditation is not any of these. Any of these. So, the question still remains. What is meditation? Do you want to try to define it first?
Who, me?
Yes, what is meditation to you?
Meditation to me is finding a way to quiet your mind.
Okay.
Like the inside mind.
All right.
Not the outside mind.
Okay.
The inside mind, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So that way you can learn to attune yourself to the other things you're not listening to in the rest of your life. Not just the chaos and the noise and the, you know, all that kind of stuff. Right?
Close. What about you, Steph? What is meditation?
I have a...
Without cheating, because you read the notes.
Oh. I have a textbook, and
no
an
cheating.
easy answer. You know, it's...
Never mind the textbook. I want it from your heart. Let's go. So from the hip.
I'm new at this, and what I've accomplished so far with meditation is learning to project yourself to where you want to be in life.
That's manifesting, but you're close.
Okay.
You're both close. You're both very, very, very close. So,
if you mix our answers together, does it come up with the right answer?
Kind of. See, there's a piece of us as adults that are actually missing, and that's the reason so many people have issues with meditation. But we'll get into that after we tell you guys what meditation is. Meditation is the precise technique for resting your mind and attuning to the state of consciousness that is totally different from your normal walking state.
Right, Moms? Not like I'm checking my eyelids for holes or shit. None of that stuff. This is called literally, you know.
Okay, so you understand this so far, right?
I do.
All right. All right, now.
You know, if I understand it, most people will, right? Maybe.
So we have someone in the chat room that answered your question to what is meditation.
Okay.
And Joe answered, listening to your inner soul.
Very true. Very true. Very true. So, all right. It is the means for fathoming all levels of ourself and finally experiencing the center of consciousness within. So yes, it is technically listening to your soul and your soul's purpose. Meditation is not a part of any religion. No religion. Okay?
Nope.
It is not a science, which means that the process of meditation follows a particular order, has defined principles and procedures, are results that can be verified. Now, meditation has been verified, yes, through religion, through practices, but me as a holistic counselor, I find meditation very helpful to individuals. Okay? So, and this is what actually happens. In meditation, the mind is clear. It relaxed, and you inwardly focus. Mm-hmm.
So the inside mind.
You got it. You got it.
Oh.
You got it. So when you meditate, you are fully aware and alert, but your mind is not focused on the external world or the events taking place around you. Meditation requires an inner state that is still and at one point so that the mind becomes silent. When the mind is silent and no longer distracts you, meditation will deepen. This is the issue that people have. It's they lose. When you start to meditate, what happens is I find that individuals will start to lose their focus on it because you can't get your mind to quiet. And
yeah, that's
right.
like the worst.
Right. So there's a couple of different things that I do. Okay. You know, as far as when I'm working with certain individuals. But do you know that it's more helpful to meditate if you haven't lost your imagination? Do you guys know that?
Really?
Okay. Now, as a child, we have this broad imagination as a kid. You know, you want to be a superhero, you want to go flying like Superman, or flip cars, or shoot fire, or be invisible. All these things you wanted, your imagination when you played. That's
yeah, I wanted to be on a box of Fruit Loops.
See, that's what adults lack. Adults
I wanted to be.
Lack that.
I wanted to kick this toucan's butt off this box. Okay.
It's true.
And I want
to
to be the spokesperson
just
for the
think
people.
about it in a way that
Okay.
is
Kellogg.
makes you feel warm inside. That when you use your imagination, when you're really thinking about things and you're picturing it and you're making things happen, you feel warm and you get to a place where you feel comfortable.
Exactly, and that's what it is. I mean, with me, the way that I parented, I always parented my kids different so they wouldn't lose their imagination. They wouldn't lose their hopes for their dreams. Because what do you think scientists are? Inventors.
They're dreamers.
They're all dreamers. They all have something in common with somebody's inner child that just grew. Okay, so
how else did you come up with these medical and scientific accomplishments?
Then don't forget, guys, after we get through this, stay tuned, because I'm going to put Michelle and Stephanie to sleep, and we're going to do a guided meditation to get rid of some negative energy.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll take a vote where I'm going to...
My pajamas.
You rest your foot.
My foot's rested. Listen, you see it? That's a fact, Jack. I'm ready to do this meditation stuff. And just in case I fall into deep into my inner mind.
We can only see one part, so we'd like to see your face, too.
Okay, all right. Let me climb back down, all right? Oh.
Yeah, stay in the seated position, please.
All right.
We don't need no more accidents.
No more accidents.
Oh, gosh.
We got this nice Christmas evening thing planned, so no more accidents.
Whenever my nurse told me this today that it was too risky for me to try to walk up the street.
There's a way with us.
We're doing it, though.
We are doing it.
Sure, all right. Going on. You're doing
now,
it.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn inward.
Ooh.
Inward. Does anybody understand that?
Not inside out.
No.
Inward.
Inward. We're
going to look inside of what our inner mind and soul is saying.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
where you
and
tap into your inner.
these are some of the things. Okay, turning
This is
inward.
where you
Like,
gotta tap into your
you
inner
can be
this.
toucan and you can fly in your dreams. How many of you out there have actually flown in your dreams? You've turned into turned into a bird or an eagle, or you've run with the jaguars, or you have literally turned
I
yourself
fly my
into a wolf.
broom.
That's your imagination, your inner child coming out. Don't lose it.
I fly my
Don't.
broom around in my dreams.
Yeah.
I go visit my
I've
nephew
flown with
in
the eagles since
Hawaii
I
in
was
my
a kid.
dreams. In my
Yes,
dreams.
actually, Joe runs through the chat room. Yes, and that's what it is. And literally, don't lose that. Don't lose any of that imagination. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, these artists. How do you think they create? Taking a
How do
lump
you
of clay and creating
Peter
beauty out of it.
Pan?
Exactly.
Well, that's why they literally wrote the Peter Pan story is literally based on the fact of adults not losing their inner child and their inner imagination and their gift to think outside the box.
Exactly, because
You know what I
even some
mean?
of the cartoon shows are actually based on holistic psychology.
Of course. Forget
All
it.
right.
You know what? Everything is based on psychology, believe it or not. Even how people go to the grocery store. And even how I'm going to get this bird off the box.
I can see her later actually cutting the bird out of the box just to say shut the bird off the box. Yeah, see? I know her.
I'm going to send Kellogg's
Yeah.
a picture with my picture on it, and we're going to put my picture on the box.
Honey, you're advertising for Kellogg's and they don't sponsor us.
Well, they're going to have to if my face is on the box.
Now you know why it takes me so long to do a class.
Yes.
But hey,
All right.
we have fun.
Okay.
Stick with us.
That's
The
it.
information eventually comes out, but it's a lot of fun. You know, and everybody missed Michelle's funniness. All right, so turning inward.
I miss all my peeps, too.
Now, from childhood onward, we have been educated only to examine and verify things in the external world. That's a problem. Okay?
That's the
That is
number
a big
one problem.
Yes.
No one has taught us how to look within, to find within, and to verify within. Therefore, we remain strangers to ourselves while trying to get known others, to get to know others, and that's what it is. This lack
And the
of
other thing, too-
self-understanding is one of the main reasons our relationships don't seem to work. 'Cause we
Well,
don't
the thing
even
is, for those
understand.
of us that are
And that's
gifted,
it. Yeah, everybody is,
opposite.
instead of focusing on the individual and allowing the individual to grow, they're always focusing on external. That's a big issue. And this
right?
is actually
And that's why
an
for
issue
us
not...
gifted,
Yeah.
even in what we do, like me coming from a paranormal background and having, abilities, my thing was I've got to prove in facts, in science, in even in weather, and in every way, shape, or form, everything that I was seeing to prove that my inner child, my imagination, what I was seeing was actually visible, not just to myself.
Exactly. But see, I was one of the lucky ones.
Mm.
And that's the thing.
I
I was
have
lucky.
to
From
prove
4.5, I used to see and talk to dead people, but even though it scared my mother, I always had my grandmother along the way. So these are all things we actually have a comment
Yes,
in
we
the
do.
chat room.
Yeah,
That's from Joe.
yeah,
He was just
absolutely.
going to say that he has done an art degree and feel the need to get back to it, to feel free in his mind again.
Yeah.
And he can feel that his imagination is not as strong.
So
Fight
that's what we're
that.
gonna
You
work
gotta
on
fight
today.
that, and you know what? And you never stop learning,
No
matter what it is.
What about you? What did you dream of when you were a kid? I wanted to fly. I've always wanted to fly.
Something I dreamed about that I wanted
Yeah.
to do that's...
Did you dream of like flying or sprouting wings or?
I wouldn't say... I would say more like an animal thing. Like
An
I
animal
think, yeah,
thing.
I think so. I think I was intrigued. Like I remember, always
Yeah.
pretending to be some type of animal.
Yeah. Okay. Four-legged creatures.
Like
We
a
got wanted
tiger.
to fly.
I wanted to be a
Oh,
tiger.
I did have a time that I because I grew up on the ocean, my grandfather used to call me a mermaid, so I used to imagine myself as a mermaid as I swam under the ocean, too. And what
I did
do?
that.
I'm an adult. Now think of it this way. Think about this. I imagined I was a mermaid. What was the last photo shoot we did?
Mermaid.
Yeah,
Mermaid.
I thought I was a mermaid.
You
Literally.
were the mermaid. So my imagination, with my beautiful model over here, who's still lay up.
Oh, thank you.
We're gonna get Stephanie to.
So I'm going to apologize to Joe real quick because when I was mentioning her story, it's a woman.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
About that. So, okay,
so
these
correct
things.
as you possibly can.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. All right,
that was
now,
magically
the
delicious.
lack of self-understanding is the one main reason our relationships don't seem to work, which I did read, and why confusion and disappointment so often prevail in our lives. So,
because people are not clear about what they're expecting to.
And
they don't know
themselves. If you
themselves.
don't know yourself inside, how can you turn around and help somebody else? Or literally, how can you be stable within a relationship? You have to know yourself.
Right.
I mean, I know the good and bad about me.
Exactly.
I'm Gemini. You never know what's coming out of my mouth. One way it could be one way, and the other way, let's play like a little kid. Michelle loves those times. She's like, she's in kid mode. I'm going over.
The same thing when
I got extra boxes.
Nobody's perfect. We have balance. We have good and
Exactly.
bad. That's what it's about. So you have to learn what your pros and your cons are.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because me, I'm a control freak. But I will listen to reason. Catch 22. Right. But see, I know this about myself. So does she. She just threatens to take my coffee away. That's it. I'll listen. Yeah. All right. So, very little of the mind is actually cultivated by our formal education system. And I do truly believe that. Now, and again, just real quick, I'll get off topic, but when my kids were little, we used to do plays outside the backyard. I've always had a camera. Always had a camera camcorder. We would literally act out. Rather than tell them a story, I would tell them as they acted out. And so they would literally act out the whole kit and caboodle. They'd get the outfits, we'd go out in the yard, we'd do all kinds of stuff because that helps their imagination, because the regular education department feels that nobody should be an individual, that everybody should just continue to walk side by side by side. That's not actually very good for and it's not good for anybody. You need that sense of imagination.
They're stopping art in the schools. They're stopping music in the schools. Yep. They're stopping the plays, the choral stuff. They're stopping all the stuff that involves imagination.
Exactly. The stuff that makes us us. I mean, you stop that. What if that kid never finds out that he can actually draw? Yeah. What if
he never
will
will
find out that
he never have the opportunity to do that? Think about it.
You know? Or that talented individual that just sits down at every instrument and plays. Yes, exactly.
But the child who takes that notebook and fills it up with amazing stories.
Yes, and then ends up being Stephen King.
Right. Okay. Never has an outlet to speak that
active imagination. Okay, so let's wrap this part up here. All right. Now, the past. All right, the part of the mind that dreams and sleeps, the vast realm of the unconscious, which is the reservoir of all of our experiences, remains unknown and undisciplined. It is not the subject to any control. You have no control over your unconscious mind. You do, though.
Nope. No.
But see, a part of you actually does, and that's the meditation. This is where people actually do have issues in meditation. Okay, it is true that the whole of the body is the mind, but the whole of the mind is not in the body, except for practice. That's just my kid. Except for the practice of medication, there is no method that truly develops control over your total mind.
No.
Meditation is
mind control is not an option.
Right, and it's you have to understand the process of why you're doing this in order to think of it. I'll put things in baker's terms. I don't know how many bakers are out there, but I love it. Okay. I tasted a particular cookie, and I said, you know what? I can make this from scratch. So I kept going and going and going and going and going until I made my very own oatmeal cream filled cookies, and they taste better than store bought. So
Oh my
that was
God.
it. How many bakers create this thing that don't worry? I'm making my gingerbread cookies first when I move.
Okay, good.
With the royal icing, of course.
Good. Is there lead in paint these days, by the way? Because you make me want to lick the walls. I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. I'm going to have to lick the
Where
walls.
were we? Okay. The goal of meditation is to go beyond the mind and experience our essential nature, which is described as peace, happiness, and bliss. But as anyone who has tried to meditate knows, the mind itself is the biggest obstacle. Okay? Standing between ourselves and our awareness. The mind is undisciplined, unruly, and it resists any attempts to discipline or to guide it on a particular path. The mind has a mind of its own. Ironically said, but it's true. Your mind has a mind of its own.
You got more than a mind that's got a mind of its own.
Meditation and going to sleep with a blank mind is the same thing. Because the moment you feel like you're going to rest, your mind's going to go a mile a minute. Like me, last night. Oh my God, am I going to have enough help? Am I going to be able to do this? Is somebody going to get hurt? Am I going to get the truck? And so I had to type it out. It's like, what the heck?
I tell you, yeah. It's
and that's what happens. Your mind continues to know. And it's something that you literally have to train yourself to do.
But that's what the good thing is about meditation. I've been waiting for Sue to be able to talk about this and teach everyone this, because I myself need to learn this. I have a hard time with meditation.
Right.
In order for me to get myself into a meditative state, I have to literally trick my mind into that state completely.
I think
unless I'm doing the guided meditation, you go right in.
Okay. I think what it is you got to learn who you are while you're trying to do it too, because you got to know what it is that triggers you to go off focus when you're trying to meditate.
Exactly.
You got to find it, and that's hard because there are little things that we all have that just are natural reactions. Our body just does it naturally. So a certain sound might trigger us to come back to the real world and lose focus on the meditation, and that's where you got to learn.
And that's because your mind is too busy and you're not allowing it and giving it time to rest, and that's what it is. Now remember, your mind has a mind of its own, which is why many people sit for meditations, okay, and want to experience only fantasies, daydreams, or hallucinations. Okay, they never attain the true stillness.
Wait. Hold on one second.
Experience.
Wait a minute. You mean people don't normally either sit down or lay down for meditation?
No. What I'm saying is when you're sitting down to meditate, it's not going to be like a fantasy meditation where you're floating above your pillow or it takes a while of practice in order to do it. And everybody's meditation is different. Everybody will experience, even if I'm taking them on a guided meditation, everybody will experience a different sensation, a different feeling, a different smell. That's part of their inner reality that actually comes out.
Okay.
So
I wanted to comprendo.
Hi everybody, how you doing?
Yes, caller nighters are in the chat room saying hello. Hi ladies.
Hello, ladies.
We are taught how to move and behave in the outer world. The outer world. But
for the parents to succeed in that.
But we are never taught how to be still and examine what is within ourselves. That's the biggest problem right there. When we learn to do this through meditation, we attain the highest of all the joys that can ever be experienced by human beings. All other joys in the world are monetary, but the joy of meditation is immersed and everlasting. This is not an extravagation.
Extravagance?
Yes, thank you. It is truly supported by the long line of sages, both whose renounce, in other words, they do the inner meditation in order to do the truth. The truth within themselves is what you do.
Mhm.
And in order for you to be able to get a sense of things like light workers or individuals that help people, in order for them to do that, you have to get a true sense of yourself. Once you get the true sense of yourself, then you're able to travel a little bit more.
You know what I found, now that you were talking about that, I found it kind of, the thought came to me. Do you remember growing up and your teachers always giving you those time in between studies? Everybody now rest now, put your head on the desk, and everybody have 5 minutes to yourselves. They don't do that no more. Like the kids would
I
literally
never
learn.
had that.
See, I had that where I got to learn to kind of center myself before we moved on to another subject. We went to learn another thing. You know, the teachers taught us kids how to have that quiet time.
Yep.
You know, I remember growing up doing that, but I also realized too that my kids didn't grow up having that same experience either too, which I found was like one of the most valuable things to learn was just to slow down, stop, guys. If you
And
feel
that's the
overwhelmed with
problem.
science,
Society is
you.
so fast paced right now that nobody
Yeah.
gives themselves that time. You know,
Yeah.
literally, I know because I've been through it. I had a terminally
Yeah.
ill man. You know, the
Yeah.
only way I could actually take 5 minutes to sleep is my daughter being up, making sure he didn't burn the kitchen down. So I've been through that. And, you know, parents with young children, you go through that as well. You get so tired. And then that happens, and you lose track of yourself. Now,
That's what
meditation.
young parents too, though, got to realize too that naps are not just for the kids. Like that's
Right.
one of the number one things I tell every new mom and every new mom to be like. It's not like we were ingrained to think when we were kids, to think that when we grew up we were going to be super moms and be on top of every last bit of everything. We would be there when our child took every breath, every fart, every poop, every. You know what I'm
I was going
saying?
to be a rock star. I never dreamed of being a mom. Not until I was older.
There is
Oh,
people
this-
that take a lot of that. It's
I forgot to
okay.
go out.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to
Yeah.
take the time to do these things for yourself.
Exactly.
That if you're tired and your baby takes a nap, take a nap because your sanity, and that's part of how you start. Your mind starts learning these habits.
Okay.
Your mind starts learning these habits, which
Exactly.
makes it easier for when you have these
All right.
minutes.
And meditation is a practical means for calming yourself, for letting go of your bias and seeing what is openly and clearly. It is a way of training the mind so that you are not distracted and caught up in the endless churning. Meditation teaches you to systematically explore your inner dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
It is a system of commitment, not commandment. You are committing to yourself, to your path, and to the goal of knowing yourself, which I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause for 2 seconds because that was a question in the chat room. Just what I would like to understand is the true me, is what Joe was asking. And if you hear what they're saying here, you have to get to know who you are. You really do. Like, it's part of it. That's just what it is. You have to analyze yourself. You're going to dig deep. You're going to find things about yourself you're not going to like. You're going to say, oh my God, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Like, sometimes you don't even, you're just so conditioned to do it. You don't realize you're doing it.
And that's what happens. We're conditioned to the outer world, not to the inner world.
Exactly.
But at the same time, learning to be calm and still should not become a ceremony or religious ritual. It is a universal requirement of the human body.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. Now, the question is, how? Okay?
How?
How?
Without hitting a ham over your own head.
How? How do you
How do you
cultivate stillness?
How do you shut your Fruit Loopy mind up?
Aha! Okay, learning how to be still is a method of meditation. The process of cultivating stillness begins within the body, which you will find out during the guided meditation. You guys will get an idea of what I mean by the stillness, okay? I know Michelle has been through it. This will be Steffi's first time, I think, for the guided meditation live on air.
Ooh, I get to watch her face as she goes through the
You have
guidance.
to relax too, honey.
You'll have to go back and rewatch it after.
Yeah, you'll have to rewatch
All
it.
right. Okay.
And
All
you guys,
right.
especially don't drive when we get to the guided meditation part. Please, no driving.
You
Make sure that you're
know,
stopped in the house,
snoring
pulled over to the
that's
side of
coming
the road
from
there.
Mark.
Now, yoga is something that's also very good. Yoga, Tai
I
Chi.
use yoga when I can.
I like Tai Chi because it's body, mind, and spirit. And what it does is it centers your being through slow moving, movements, which I can't do because I hit the mic. But Tai Chi is very centering and very calming. And that is a good way to lead into it. Yoga is another good way to actually lead in to help your body understand the quietness of it, because yoga is certain positions. Tai Chi is slow movements. No, slow, not karate, honey, not karate. No judo. Judo, no.
All right.
All right.
No fun karate.
And these things are actually guided by a teacher that teaches you how to do it and how to keep it, and how to keep your head, your neck straight. And this is like a meditative posture.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, when you're used to certain positions, it is kind of technically a meditative posture.
Oh.
So, namaste.
Very interesting.
All right. So you have learned to be comfortable with this procedure.
Going, right? And these meditations going and learn how to quiet my mind. And I keep doing these, affirmations of what I want when I grow up and all that stuff, right? That's a lot of parts of the imagination, right?
Yeah,
right?
I'm not growing up.
Can you get on the box of Fruit Loops?
You know why she's happy? Because I can't say, that's it, and I put my hand over her mouth and mute her mic. No, I can't. I cannot. We're actually going to go back and forth. Right, when you've learned to be comfortable in this posture, you should, from regular habit of practice, as the posture is at the same time and the same place every day. It's like a routine. And that's the issue that we find.
Right.
You need that routine type thing in the beginning.
So what you want to do is find a simple, uncluttered, quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Now, that in itself is a huge mission, okay? Because I'm sure a lot of you out there are like me and have little children running around trying to find you, no matter where you hide in the house. So this is something that's going to take time, because you're going to have to find a place that is for you. It's going to be like off limits type of deal.
Yep.
You can always put a sign on the outside of the bathroom door saying, "Really stinky, Ron." I'm sorry.
It's okay. So what you want to do is sit on the floor with a cushion under you, or in a firm chair. So you want to sit firmly in a chair, even when you're sitting on the ground on a pillow, on a cushion, like they say.
Straight.
You want to sit straight up.
Yep.
You want to make sure that you
over here.
Really add attention almost. You're really ready for it.
Because it's a center.
You want your back straight and your eyes closed. Then bring your awareness slowly down through your body, allowing all of the muscles to relax except those that are supporting your head, neck, and back.
Okay.
Take your time and enjoy the process of letting go of the tension in your body. Meditation is the art and science of letting go. And this letting go begins with the body and then the progress to the thoughts. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh my God. You weren't sitting straight up, girly girl. Okay.
I'm trying.
Now, we're going to go through the guided meditation. I'm going to take you guys through the process during the second half of the show on the relaxation method that I utilize when I'm working with my clientele, when I'm doing a counseling session, because even if they're not in a deep and meditative state, it's very helpful to learn the form of relaxation, because after a while your body goes through the process of the letting go, so to speak. So, now once your body is relaxed and at peace, bring your awareness to your breath. This is very important. Notice which part of your lungs are being exercised as you breathe. Like,
Oops. Sorry.
you want to be more aware of your breath. That's what you're going to focus on. This is actually very helpful when you first start. Okay? Now, if
It
you're
helps when you're in
breathing...
pain, too, by the way.
What?
Meditation is really good, too, for helpful when you're in pain. Because
Yes.
it's kind of like Lamaze breathing. I happen to find I use quite often, and there's no way, because my factory's been under demolition, but I still use it, like as if I had my kids.
So, we're going to get back to this.
It's the breathing that you never forget, you know what I'm saying?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
TMI, girl.
Like,
Okay, now if you are breathing primarily with your chest, you will not be able to relax. That's exactly.
Oh, yeah,
You're
that
not
goes.
going to be able to relax. Okay? So you need to focus. You need to let your breathing primarily come through the movement within your diaphragm, which just means, okay, when you're breathing and you're standing and you're focusing, you need to breathe in, up, and then
oh my God,
out.
Mumu just scared
So what
the
it is, and the
breathing out
reason
of
for
me
the
coming out from
straightness
underneath that
is
blanket.
the air, because the air, you want it to come up straight, and you want it to come down straight. And that's going to help, like, maintain, like, namaste, up, down, straight.
So it's
Okay?
almost you want to use your inner core to help pull
Yes.
that breath in.
Exactly. And that's what you're focusing on is your breathing. Now,
Like
continue to
diaphragm
observe your
breathing like a
breaths
finger uses.
without trying to control it. Don't try to control your breaths. Just observe them. At first, the breathing might be irregular, but gradually it becomes more smooth and even without pauses and jerks.
If you're getting hot and sweaty, does that mean you're doing it right or wrong?
I think you're moving on around the bed too much. So
Okay.
that's wrong.
Meditation is a process of giving your full attention to whatever object you have chosen. In this case, you are choosing to be aware of the breath. Allow yourself to experience your breathing in an open and accepting way. Do not judge or attempt to control or change it. Open yourself so fully that eventually there is no distinction between you and the breathing. In this process, many thoughts will arise in your mind. Am I doing this right? When will
Should I
this
take
be
my
over?
bra off?
Perhaps I should have closed the window. I forgot
It's
to
a
make
real
an important
question,
call.
guys.
My neck hurts. Hundreds of thoughts may come before you, and each thought will call for some further response.
Exactly.
A judgment, an action, an interest in pursuing the thought further, an attempt to get rid of the thought.
Exactly. Exactly. Like the thought. We're talking meditation. She's going, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? That's no. Don't do that. You were supposed to focus just on your breathing.
Right.
Just the breathing.
Intention, manifestation, but you need the breathing and the meditation to help get into the intention. It helps you get into the manifestation of the intention. So you're manifesting the intention with the manifestations of the
The way
intention.
we said it was a little less confusing.
I know. And I also want to say, take your time in this process and learning how to do it. If it takes you 30 days, 60 days,
Exactly.
a year, until you get it down good. Because you're going to want to make sure you have each part of this process down packed, so that way, you know, that's part of tuning in and getting focused. So take your time. Don't rush it. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when you
And
first start
everybody has their
drawing and you
different
start
time
drawing
that
with one
takes for them to
pencil,
learn.
when you understand there's many different levels of hardness of a pencil, or do you prefer chalk gold, or do you prefer pastels? These are things you don't know until you start utilizing them. So, there we go. So now
Oh, you
at
just
this
open up
point,
your
if
door
you
to
simply
so many naughty
remain
things.
aware of this process instead of reacting to the thoughts, you will become aware of how restless your mind is. It tosses and turns like you do at night when you cannot fall asleep. But it is only a problem when you identify with the mind and react to the various thoughts it throws at you. If you do, you will be caught in a never-ending whirlwind of restless activity. Like Michelle is demonstrating for us.
Yes, exactly.
We should do a study and videotape you in your sleep to see if you move around and do all these things.
Oh, I do, and I
Nice.
talk in my sleep.
I swear to
I
God,
talk in my sleep.
yeah, well,
I,
I videotaped
yeah,
Mark. That was funny.
yeah. I sometimes I try to sing. I try to
All right.
sing like Broadway. You know what I'm saying? In my dreams, like when I'm sleeping and stuff. You know?
Can you imagine she's dancing in Broadway to kick line? There goes back.
Oh, man.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, sorry. All right. But if you simply attend to those thoughts when they arise without reacting, that's the trick. Do not react.
Stop.
Don't make a big deal out of
the
it.
transaction before it happens.
Exactly.
Right.
Say no to the charge. So if you react and attend to the reaction, in other words, you don't want to disturb yourself with what you're doing. You had a thought, let it go. Okay, remember, it is not only the thoughts that disturb you, but your reaction to them.
Yes.
Okay, so you definitely do not want to react. The next one, paying attention.
Oh.
Meditate, you give yourself an inner vacation.
Yep.
Meditation is very simple. It is simple.
Wait a minute, make sure you come back though.
You can begin by
Make
attending
sure.
to your breath, and then if your thought comes, attend to it, notice it, be open to it, and it will pass.
Yep.
Then you can come back to your breath. Your normal response is to react to all your thoughts, and this keeps you ever busy in a sea of confusion. Meditation teaches you to attend to what is taking place within without reacting. And this makes all the difference. It brings you freedom from the mind in its meandering. Meandering, excuse me, guys. See, my brain went somewhere.
Meandering mind.
And in this freedom, you begin to experience who you are, distinct from your mental turmoil. You experience inner joy and contentment. You experience relief and inner relaxation, and you find a respite from the torment of your life.
And that's when you can astrally stalk your ex-boyfriends, by the way.
That's
Just saying, putting it out there. Astral projection's not that far from there, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yes, but you have to be able to quiet your mind, and astral projection is a totally another topic, because then we're talking strings and tying, making sure.
Well, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, so for all you girls that do want to learn how to stalk your ex-boyfriends, that's another class, by the way.
I'm a widow. I got nobody to stalk. Thank you very much.
We'll teach you how to
If you're listening today, I'll be doing it out there, people. Don't forget the second half of the show. We're going to go through some guided meditations.
Yes. I can't wait to get to that, too.
Yeah, I might take you, let's see, we went to a river. Maybe we'll go to a castle this time.
Ooh.
Castle
In
or river,
Ireland,
guys. Castle or river.
in Ireland, with a bunch of leprechauns jumping across
Yeah,
this.
let us know where you want to go. But let's first explain the process of meditation and why it's so important to focus on certain things.
So then
Now,
you
the
can get to
invocation is not a retreat from the world, but it is the foundation of finding your inner peace. That is very important. River. We got to vote for the river.
Oh, no, Ireland.
No Ireland Castle. You must also learn to apply the principles of attending to your worldly activities so that you can apply yourself in the world more efficiently. Okay? So, and that's what happens. The more inner peace you have, the more outer peace you will actually have. Through the practice of meditation, you can actually learn to be open to what comes before you in your everyday life. It also helps you to give your full attention towards particular things because you did take a little bit of that vacation.
Yeah. Help you deal with some difficult stuff. Difficult conversations, difficult people in your lives. Just centering yourself with a meditation before you go into like a Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? Or a holiday from hell kind of situation coming up.
Family gatherings.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Comes in very handy. I would meditate before going inside the house.
You react
That's
to
my
these experiences
recommendation.
that come before you in much the same way that you react to your thoughts. If someone says something negative to you, you become angry or depressed. If you lose something, you become emotionally upset. Your mood depends on what comes before you. And as a result, your life is like a roller coaster ride. You react before you have fully experienced what you are reacting to. That's what I said. You have to stop and think about it.
Stop and smell the roses, honey.
Yep. Take a whiff. See what's going on.
Yep. Yep.
You
That's
immediately
right.
interpret what you see or hear according to your expectations,
Exactly.
fears, prejudices, or resistance. You short circuit the experience and thus limit yourself to one or two conditioned responses instead of responding to a situation openly and creatively. Got it.
Create exactly, yeah. Which
But if you
stems
apply
back
the
to the
principle of
beginning when you go to
meditation to experience that come before you, you can fully attend to what is taking place. You can attend to your initial reaction without reacting to your reaction. Say that 5 times fast.
Huh? Come again?
You want me to say it
What?
again?
Say it again. She said, huh?
You can attend to your initial reaction without reacting to your reaction.
Yep. Are you lost?
Oh,
In other words,
yeah.
when you're in the outer world, we'll call it. When you're in the outer world and somebody
The real
upsets
world?
you react. When you're in
Yeah.
the meditation state, after a while, instead of reacting to what you're going to see, you're going to feel it through and not abruptly react.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like you're almost gonna like take the emotion and swallow it.
Well, no, you're not really
React to it?
swallowing it. You're processing
Processing it. Okay.
the start from finish first before your emotions get in the way and react. Because sometimes our emotions do get in the way.
Ah, so it's kind of like when you're like planning a murder before you get into
Yes,
the murder.
you gotta
house,
make sure
you're
you
gonna
have the
attempt to
shovel in
murder.
the garbage bags. Don't forget
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gloves.
Right. You got to make
Yeah,
sure
you want to
just kind
cover
of
the whole
keep that
suit, get the hair
stuff.
up real tight. Yeah.
Right. You don't want to screw that up. You only got one shot to
wanna
do it right.
be
You
like,
know what I
oh
mean?
look how threatened I feel by that.
Exactly.
Let yourself be open to experiencing your reaction, and it will move through you and allow other spontaneous responses to also come forward so that you can select the one that is most helpful in that particular situation.
And believe it or not, sometimes the most ridiculous one is the best one to go with because you never expect it
You
even
know,
from
I
yourself.
have this thing. Okay. And this is what I tell you. People walk up to me, and I'm sorry, I know this is a G-rated show, so cover your ears if you don't like this particular word. But people will say, oh my God, you're a bitch. I say, thank you. Do you want to know why? Because to me, bitch is beautiful, intelligent, treacherous, charming, and honest. I'll take that. It's
You
just
got it,
how,
girl.
in other words, this is telling you it's how you perceive. I choose to perceive that word by that definition. Not
As an
by,
positive.
not by what it was meant in general society. That's my perception of the word. And that's what it is. You learn your own perception of things. Okay,
Shoot, I'd
everybody
be
following
proud.
us so far.
Own that word. Girl, own it.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? I love it. I said thank you.
You know, even at see you next Thursday. Come on, see you next Thursday, Sue. We'll be doing Awakening the Unknown with Steph.
See, in this way of meditation, it's very therapeutic. Try to remember that. It is not only leads to inner balance and stability, it also exposes your inner complexes, your immaturities, your unproductive reflexes and habits. So by going inward and slowly looking at things a different way, in the outer world, after a while, you react to things differently. Now, when I was younger, that word used to bother me. I used to get insulted. Now it's like, okay. It doesn't bother me. Literally.
You.
Yes, it's
And
thank
don't
you.
Get it.
You know, it's what it is. I've learned to alter my perception, not alter anybody else's perception. But what you do is you alter your own perception.
That's why I literally had a tank top made that says "sexy bitch" on it for a reason, to remind myself of those things.
And
Okay,
acceptance of this is going to be very important too, because you're gonna have to learn to accept
big
some of
time.
these things.
Yeah, I mean, you the good stuff, the bad stuff, how you react. I mean, all of us as individuals learn to grow, but how you choose to react in a situation, whether it be a negative aspect or taking the positive aspect of it, is what meditation is actually teaching you.
Right.
And that's why I truly believe, and that's why I stick by our statement, our network mission.
Right.
We choose to remain only positive because
Positive.
that's what works for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, positive and goofy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
goofiness
see,
can
okay,
be
wait, I got
positive.
it. Positive, silly,
Goofy.
seriously goofy.
PS. Wait a minute, that's PMS.
I know. Yeah, that's us.
Isn't that Greek? Is
Yeah,
that
positive, mental, silly. See? Solves the problem. Anyways.
in other words, PMS.
Yeah, you know what? I could come up with a million of them, so I don't know. I think I got that from my husband.
Hello, Marianne joined us. Angel
Oh, it's my
joined us.
sister.
Hi, Angel.
It's my sister Mary. She's in
Mary,
the chat
vote for
room.
Ireland. Vote for Ireland.
All
I want to
right,
run through the
so
fields of green
in
with
this
leprechauns
way,
chasing me.
she's getting chased right now. Wait till I put
By
her in
leprechauns.
meditation, guys. You're gonna love it. So,
Hey,
oh,
hey,
it's almost time for break.
guess
We still
what,
have to
guys?
get through all this.
Yes.
All right,
Dude,
so
I got a surprise for you guys, though.
okay,
You guys have your meditation.
yes.
I have mine. I want to show you guys after. And you guys are going to have to close your eyes and do my meditation when you're done.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna be
That's
traveling
right.
with bikies down a highway?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, here we go. So, now, in this meditation, it is very therapeutic. It not only leads to inner balance and stability, it also exposes your inner complexes, your immaturities, your unproductive reflexes, and your habits. Okay, instead of living in these complexes and habits and acting them out, they are brought to your awareness where you can give them your full attention. This helps you actually process information and situations a lot more. So only then will they be cleared. So in other words, in order to take a particular situation and have it cleared, you have to bring it inward into the meditation with you.
Right.
Process it. Look at every avenue, every corner. Like a recipe. Okay. You take a bite. Okay. Butter. Alright. Wait, there's a couple more. There's spices in. What is that? Okay, that's ginger. Wait a minute, there's something else. Oh, that's a clove. Another bite. You keep going. It's a process. So rather than looking at, okay, this is what it is, you're basically like a recipe, you're pulling it apart to see what's in it. That's basically what you're doing within yourself. Sorry, I bake a lot, so I use baking analogies.
Bear.
That's the best way to do it.
And that's basically what it is.
And here's a good thing I thought of too is our brain naturally uses all our senses to process the emotion and the action that we're going to take. And sometimes we don't even try. Your mouth automatically starts watering when you smell something good, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way to stop it. Well, with meditation,
That's true.
you learn to go in there.
Exactly. Exactly. So.
Yep. And then people are going to wonder why you're so nice to them this holiday season. And it's normally the person that you grit your teeth and want
Progress.
to.
Well, we're gonna get through the rest of this so we can go for a break and pay the sponsors. Take a short pause for the cause, but we're gonna get through this. Signs of the process.
You have patience and do your patience systematically. Your practice, systematically. Every action has a reaction. It is not possible for you to meditate and not receive benefits. You may not notice those benefits now, but slowly and gradually you are storing the simulacras, impressions in the unconscious mind that will help you later.
Yep.
If you sow a seed today, you don't reap the fruit tomorrow, but eventually you will. It takes time to see results. Be gentle within yourself. Again, like I told you not that long ago, take your time. Reflection. Think about what's going on around you.
Exactly.
This is things that you have to just...
Exactly. A seed. Let's look at it like that. How many people out there will plant a seed? Do you see a flower the next day?
No.
Fruit the next day? Michelle, as somebody whose grandmother and who's been living in gardens, it takes time for things to grow, correct?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So it's going to take a lot of time for things as
in
well.
its time and in its way and in its place, and that's just how it is.
Exactly. Give it the time it needs.
Meditation means gently fathoming all the levels of your being, one level after another. Be honest with yourself. Don't care what others say about their experience. Keep your mind focused on your goal. It is your own mind that does not allow you to meditate. To work with your mind, you'll have to be patient. You'll have to work with yourself gradually. Some of the most important benefits of meditation make themselves known gradually over time and are not dramatic or easily observed. At first, you may see progress in terms of physical relaxation and emotional calmness.
Yep.
Later, you may notice other more subtle changes. Some of the most important benefits of meditation make themselves known gradually over time and are not dramatic or easily observed.
Yep.
Well, you may think it's not happening. You may think it's not working for you. You know, and it is. It's making
you don't believe that you're going to be able to grow something until you can see that first little tip poking through.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Exactly.
Guess what? It moves its own soil out of the way.
Is a means of freeing yourself from the worries that gnaw at you. Then you are free to experience the joy of being fully present here and now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
that's why you can do stuff like I did, like a butterfly, like pick up a butterfly during a walk.
Actually, it's the same butterfly. I swear to God, it was the same butterfly. It had a hurt wing, so I put some Reiki on him. I gave him some sugar water, and then I put him at a tree behind the front tree in my house. And I left him there after I did some Reiki, because you can't really touch their wings, because then they can't fly, because of the power of them. So, we're actually...
Next thing you know, the butterfly's up the street.
Yep, literally up the street to her. Same week.
Same day.
Yes.
Same day.
It's fascinating. So, all right, you guys out there. Do you guys have the general idea right now? And again, if you've missed anything, please feel free to go back over the show. This show is actually going to be available on iHeart right now. But, you know, we got to take a short pause for the cause here. But when we come back, no worries.
Have we been already an hour already? This is crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
That's some drumming guided meditation that we got coming up to you. We'll be right back right after these messages from our sponsor and a short pause for the cause.
We'll be right back with more of Awakening the Unknown after a quick message from our sponsor. This episode has been brought to you by Crystal Expectations. Crystal Expectations is located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They're also located on the web at crystalexpectations.org. Crystal Expectations has been in the business for 30 years. The owner, TJ Gomes, is an expert on crystals, feng shui, and a practitioner for 40 years. Their breeder, Dr. Gary Gomes, is a well-known Vedic astrologer and Swami. Both are Reiki masters, and all kinds of predictive services are offered, such as love, career, and health. And low-cost remedies are provided. They have jewelry and statues of deities from all religions, incense, candles, books, and other items reasonably priced. So visit Crystal Expectations, located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, or on the web at crystalexpectations.org.
didn't touch anything. No.
Shh. Sorry about that. We are actually back.
Hey.
You'll be able to see us in a second. There we go.
Hello.
Sorry about that, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yeah, almost. Okay. So, first thing I want everybody to do, okay, is we're going
I
to go
can't hear you.
through... Huh?
I can't hear you guys very well.
Oh, you can't? Alright, hold on. I didn't change anything. I think I unmuted me. Hold on.
Weird.
Yeah, hold on. Unmute. Okay, can you hear me now? You didn't change anything, right? Alright, can everybody hear me all right out there?
I wonder if it's just me.
It could be. Alright, we're going to go through the guided meditation right now. Can you hear me? Maybe your phone's dying. How are we doing out there, peeps? Alright. So, oh, good. Everybody can hear us out there. Awesome. Okay. So, we're going to take you through a guided, well, I'm going to take you through a guided meditation. And we've got Stephanie and Michelle once she can hear. Because she might go out and come back in, because sometimes you have to do that in this program. We're going to take you through a guided meditation. Now, I had a request for a river. Okay, so this particular meditation, what we're going to do is teach you how to relax, how to clear away all your negativity. And again, you can listen to this as many times as you want. Repeat the process. You can listen to it on a daily basis, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start, and all I want you guys to do is just to sit, okay? I want you to listen to the drum.
Why can I not hear you guys now?
And I need you to listen to the sound of my voice. And that is all I want you to hear right now. Just focus on the drum.
Hello?
Focus on the sound of my voice. Okay. Right now, just breathe.
I cannot hear you.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I want you to start by feeling your forehead relaxed. Relax your forehead. Feel the relaxation come down to your eyes, down to your ears. Your cheeks are starting to relax. Your neck and your shoulders are starting to relax. Feel the relaxation spread all the way down your arms, all the way down your forearms, into your hands. You're becoming extremely relaxed. Feel your chest relaxing. All the stresses from the day are leaving. Your back is relaxing. Your muscles are no longer tense. You're starting to feel extremely relaxed. Work the relaxation down to your buttocks, through your thighs. You're starting to become almost fully relaxed at this point. Bring it down to your calves. Feel your calves relaxed. The relaxation comes down through your feet, all the way around your toes to the bottom of your feet. You are now completely
Hmm.
You look down and you notice you have on no shoes. You feel your feet on the soft green grass. You are connected with the Earth Mother. You feel the connection as you start to walk. You're walking very peacefully, only aware of your surroundings. You see the trees. You feel a light breeze. And you smell the water. The water draws you near. You will proceed slowly to the ocean, to the river. You continue to walk. You will see animals along the way. Some of those animals are your guides.
Hello?
You will meet them later. You will continue to walk. You are becoming close to the river edge. The river looks very peaceful, calming, inviting. You sense love, light, healing in the water. You feel the need to cross the river.
She's doing guided meditation right now, and I
Slowly
cannot get the volume. I need her to bump up the volume on her, and I cannot hear her. She's doing the guided meditation right now.
You slowly proceed. You slowly proceed to the river. Your feet are now at the river. You feel the water on your toes. You feel soft sand under your feet. As your feet are in the water, you notice they're not sore anymore. So you decide to walk in further. You continue to walk down through the river. You walk through the water. And as you progress, the water is now up to your thighs. And you know you're in the water, but your feet feel dry. You continue to walk. You have no fear. All of your fears and worries, concerns, aches, pains are leaving. You proceed to walk until you're fully submerged into the water. You're at the bottom of the river's bed, able to breathe without any problems. You will notice crystals. The colors of these crystals will connect with you and are only meant for you. Grab the crystal that is meant for you. The color the size will be unique to you. Once you have your crystal, you proceed up to the other side of the river. Slowly, you emerge from the river's edge. You feel your face coming out of the water, your neck, your shoulders, your arms. You continue to walk. You continue to come out of the river. You will notice that you are now out of the river and you are completely dry. You are completely dry, at ease. You are beautiful, and you feel calm. Ahead of you, you will notice there is a beautiful, sacred, white oak. Beside this white oak is your spirit guide. With crystal in hand, you walk over to the tree. Slowly, easily, calmly, relaxed, with all negativity gone. You are purified by the river. You now proceed to the tree comfortably and sit beside your spirit guide. Your guide has a message for you. A message that only you can hear. A message that is unique for you. Commune. Speak with your guide. This tree is your sacred space. A space you can always come to commune, to speak, to feel relaxed. The river will always be there to cleanse you. The crystals and energy from the earth to guide you will always be beneath the river's bed. You state of consciousness. The negativity will not be with you. Slowly you will continue to walk. You become more and more aware of the air. You become more aware of the smells, of the trees, of the forest. You will always be able to find your sacred space. Slowly, my voice will become louder to you. The drumming you'll be more aware of. You are slowly coming out and back into reality. You will start to feel your toes, your thighs, your buttocks, your back, your chest. You're able to move your fingers, feel your arms, your neck, your nose, up to the ears and the top of your head. You are more and more aware of where you are and your surroundings. You may open your eyes when you are ready. Sorry, Michelle. What is it? Sounds very low. Oh, they can barely hear us? I didn't change anything. So, how's everybody feeling out there? I'll unmute Michelle. Okay, I don't, no idea what happened. I didn't change any of the sound whatsoever. Michelle, are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Am I frozen on your screen?
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. I can still hear you.
All right. I was frozen pretty much the majority of the time, and I was receiving a couple of texts from our buddies, the ufologists and abductee friends up of ours in the UK, and they cannot hear us. So I don't know what was up with that.
Oh, I don't know either. Some people are saying they can barely hear us, but everything is on. You guys might have to listen to this in the replay. I didn't really touch anything, so I have no idea, but all my volume is on 100%, so don't forget you guys can always listen to the replay. I just turned everything up just a bit. All I did was go to break.
And now I can hear you.
You can hear me
now? I can hear you. Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
I can hear you completely right now, whereas before I could not hear you at all.
Oh my God. We'll go back in. Did anybody get a chance besides Stephanie to experience the guided meditation?
Well, your sister Marianne said that was lovely. Keep up the good work.
That's Mary for you.
That's Mary for you.
So what did you experience, Steph?
Well, I know I had an abundance of animals come to me in this one. Okay. It was very beautiful.
Well, so far we have reached 713 people.
They were all kind of just coming in.
So 713 people so far.
Okay, I can't. I'm sorry. She was saying that she had an abundance of animals. Do you have trouble hearing her? Michelle? We lost her again.
Yes, we did.
Michelle, we keep losing you. I have no idea what's going on.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Alright, she was saying she had an abundance of animals come in this time.
Even a frog.
A frog?
A frog! I know, that's why I was like, wow.
Wow.
There was a few things there. That was...
Yeah.
It was very nice. I feel...
Yes.
I definitely feel myself in a frozen state, though. Like, your body, like, I don't know if it's me, but
I don't know, I'm frozen.
There, it's like... I guess you're...
Okay.
I don't know how to explain
you were relaxed. In other words, your mind was where I was telling you to be, and you were picturing it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was very.
See, and now
my oak tree had orange flowers.
What did Stephanie just
Leaves
say?
all over it. It was so pretty.
All right, you're gonna have to lean into my.
Can you hear me now better if I lean in more? No.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on at all.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I know you're frozen, but yeah, she had a lot that she was actually feeling. Her oak tree was, I don't know if anybody else actually had a chance. The sound is off. What sound is off? Hold on. Hello. No, my sound is on.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
my sound is actually completely on. Everybody keeps saying the sound is off. Hi from the goat. Alright, let me just... I'm going to run a little test up and see what's going on with this right here. We'll turn this bit up. Everything's turned all the way up. It can't go any higher. Literally cannot go any higher. So, how you doing out there, Michelle?
I'm doing good. People are starting to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep turning it up. I don't think I can turn this up anymore.
The other Michelle
Yeah, I
in the
don't think
chat room
it's
says she
hearing you.
can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me just fine? Awesome.
Sounds
All right.
good now.
Alright, I just keep turning it up is what I keep doing. So there was, thank you very much for letting us know.
Thank you. I was just going to take that.
Yeah. Thank you. But, Michelle, you're frozen, but we can hear you. So that's a good thing.
Good. I can hear you guys now. I just can't get unfrozen.
So those of you that didn't get a chance to actually experience the meditation, you can listen to it on replay. And again, that was just one of the guided meditations. There's many. There's actually a Native American one where you guys get to meet your spirit animals.
Ooh.
Yes. You literally have to meet your, and the meditation itself, you get to meet your spirit animals. So, I don't know how many people out there would like to go on a trip to meet their spirit animals. Yeah, you won't unfreeze, but no worry. You look very intelligent. As long as we can hear you, that's all that matters. So, alright. So,
Okay.
we got half an hour left, and we could do one more meditation if you wanted. I don't know how you guys are feeling out there. I know that Joe would like to meet her spirit guides. So, I mean, her spirit animals. So, what about you, Michelle? Would you like to meet yours?
Absolutely. I'm always looking for that. And I didn't get to hear the first one, and she didn't either, so that'd be great if you could do another one.
Okay, well, we're going to do another one right now.
Okay.
And Stephanie's like, I like this show. I get to relax. Alright, so I'm going to be talking a little bit louder this time.
Okay.
As it progresses, as you get to the point where you're getting close to your spirit guide, the only thing you're going to hear is the drum. Do not panic. That's for me to give you time to commune and talk to your spirit guides. Also, another thing, your spirit animal. Another thing that happens is if you have already met one of your spirit animals, you might have a tendency to see two. Okay.
Yeah, I saw one last time.
Yep, so you might meet your second one. They will show themselves to you when they are ready. So, is everybody ready out there? Everybody in a safe spot where you can actually focus on just relaxing, the meditation, no driving, please, while you're listening to this at all. Just stay, literally, just get very comfortable. This isn't a sitting up meditation, so if you want to lay down and relax during this one, it's absolutely fine, because I'm going to mentally work you in the state of exhaustion. It's a meditative type ritual that Native American men and women go through in order to meet your spirit guides, and now I can see you. Now you're moving. Yeah.
All right, good.
All right, so, are you ready for this one? We'll let Michelle get ready. Stephanie's already, okay, I'm ready. You can take your glasses off. You don't need them to see in the spirit world. All right, Michelle gets settled. Everybody gets settled over there.
And then we're going to do Michelle's meditation.
Okay, you ready? Okay, you relaxed? Okay, everybody comfy. Awesome. We got thumbs up and hearts. All right. So hopefully you guys can hear me this time. Awesome. Alright, we're going to start again. You'll hear the sound of the drum. We're going to start off by relaxing. Relax the top of your head. Feel your forehead relax. The relaxation is working its way down to your ears, your nose, your chin, your neck. Your entire head feels relaxed. The relaxation works its way down through your shoulders, down your arms, down your forearms, to your fingertips. Your arms are now completely relaxed. The relaxation is now moving down through your chest and your back. You feel yourself relaxing more, totally calm, very peaceful state of relaxation. The relaxation works its way down over your buttocks, to your thighs. You feel your legs relaxing. The relaxation works its way over your kneecaps, to your calves. Your legs are now totally relaxed. The relaxation now works its way down your feet, over your toes, to the bottom of your feet. You are now 100% completely relaxed. Stay in that relaxed state. We will now go on a journey. You start to become aware of your surroundings. You will notice that you are again in a forest with tall trees. Up ahead, you see a clearing. You smell the trees, but you see no animals, nobody else around. You continue to walk and walk to that clearing. You have no water, no food, nothing but yourself in this forest. You notice ahead of you that there is a pile of rocks. You know that you must move this pile from one side to the other. This is your quest. You walk over to the pile of rocks. You pick up a rock. You walk to the other side of the clearing and you put the rock down. You must continue to go back and forth. You continue to pick up the rocks. As you do this, you become more and more tired, more and more exhausted. But you know that you must continue. You must keep going until every last rock is at the other side exhausted, more and more exhausted and thirsty and hungry. You continue this path until you are at a state of almost complete exhaustion. You fall in the grass from exhaustion. The only part of you that you're able to lift is your head. And as you turn your head, you see your spirit animal guides or guide. They are there for you. They are there to guide you. They are there to replenish you. Study your animals. Ask them their names. They approach you. As they approach you, you are less and less tired. You are less thirsty. You are less hungry. Your guides are there to help you. This is your sacred animal. Learn everything you can about your animal. Your animal bids you farewell, leaves you with water, clean clothes, food, and renewed energy. You feel refreshed, protected, guarded, one with the earth, one with your animal. You proceed to get up. You walk over to where the pile originated of the rocks. You leave a gift for your animal. They are now your sacred animal, a part of you, a part of your spirit, as well as they are a part of yours. You are equals. You will now be able to communicate. You will recognize them and their messages. You now feel comfortable Okay, what do we get?
What happens if you see 3 spirit animals?
You've already received 2.
I have already received 2, but I saw a new one that I didn't have.
Okay.
A Black Panther.
Very nice.
I
Very
love
nice.
a Black Panther.
You know, if I didn't pack my books, I could tell you what that one was, but kind of in the middle of the movie.
And a coyote and a wolf. This time I saw the coyote and the wolf on one side
Yep.
of me. And on the other side of me, I saw the Black Panther.
Nice.
It looked like it was like referencing to my 2 sides.
Very nice.
I mean,
what about you, Steph? What'd you see?
I saw a deer.
A deer.
A male.
ooh, that's a good one.
A male.
Antlers. Oh yeah.
Ah.
He was very stunning too. He would tell
Full
me he was like a
Indian
boss.
and
Sorry,
everything.
doe.
A doe.
A doe.
He was.
A doe. No, a deer. A deer. Yes, not a doe, a deer. You're right. So you saw like
Doe.
an elk. Like a large
Yes,
elk.
like a yeah.
Nice. She got an elk.
Son.
What about you guys out there? What'd you guys get? Oh, a tiger. Nice.
Ooh, a tiger.
Nice. Very nice, tiger. Now remember, research everything you can about your animal guides. The reason for this is they're there to assist you. So you could go into a place and see a stuffed animal of a tiger or a panther, or literally, I've never seen a stuffed animal of an elk, but you never know. You could see a picture somewhere. You could see it on TV. Those are messages that your guides are trying to reach you, to get you to know, to give you some information. So follow them. Follow their instincts. They're there to help and assist you.
Wow. I'll believe it. Hey, it's a step up. My first spirit animal was a pig.
And they can change. And as you continue on your journey, they can change. And that does happen. I mean, you know, it happens numerous times. I started with an eagle. But when I first went into my first meditation, my eagle was on the head of a wolf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, literally. My eagle sat on top of my wolf.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was my first guided meditation. But see, when I was younger, I used to imagine I was always flying. And I always felt strong and bold. And so evidently, I've had the eagle since I was a kid. So, and those are things that actually happen.
I found out I had the pig in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
And I know for quite a few years I had that pig with me. And the pig was representative of just loyalty, my loyalty in general.
Yep.
To my friends, my family. And that was a big part of what I was dealing with also was loyalty.
Exactly. Like individuals that have squirrels. What a squirrel is trying to tell you is get ready to save. It's you watch the environment for the animals that are around you. If you're constantly seeing squirrels and they're gathering nuts, they're telling you that you need to save for something.
Save up.
This is literally, this is what you want to watch. You want to watch the behavior of the wildlife, of the animals, to see what's going on. I mean, if you're confused and you don't know which direction, and all of a sudden you've got this confused flock of birds all around you, circling, non-stop, not resting, you know, well, you know, guess what? You're not resting. So these are the things that will help you actually become more and more aware.
And before we ran out, I said I want to do a form of meditation. But I want to explain this form of meditation only because I know that, you know, we want to help our kids bring back their imagination. We want to help our kids bring back their ability to literally create images and magic and everything in their mind.
So you're doing manifestation.
Yes. Hey, what? Well,
Okay, let's check time. All right, I know I took up the whole show. We got 11 minutes left.
I found with a book, you can sit with your child, have them close their eyes while you read them this story, and you keep breaking it down and you keep saying, can you envision? Can you see the print? Can you see what the frog looks like?
Yes.
And you can take a child with a very, very, like a nice book like this, Buddha.
Buddha hears
Most
my voice.
stories are nice, but you can take a book like this and you
Exactly.
can read it to a child and take it and ask them questions. Now, this is actually one of my most favorite ones, and one is even one of those that you can go. It's good for all ages,
Yeah.
even adults. And I found, because it's a story that everybody knows, the frog, the girl who kisses the frog, who
Yeah.
turned into a prince. Okay, everyone's familiar with that story, but this story is a much more elaborate story that it's actually meant to help, like, children with autism and Asperger's and all that.
Right.
Learn how to meditate, learn how to find their center, learn how to calm themselves, and it's with reading a story like that.
Exactly.
So I know we don't have a lot of time today, but maybe in the future, if everybody would like, I can.
You know, I think that maybe, Michelle, that we should have story time close to Christmas.
Yes, I'd
Especially
love
for the children of all of our listeners. I think
Yes,
that's a
I'd
perfect
love
thing. I can
Is it-
sit and be the goofy host as you read.
Yeah.
I can do the props.
Why not?
I'll bring the rocks, see if I can find a stuffed frog, and we'll go to town here. We'll have fun.
We need a princess. Stephanie can be a princess.
Yeah, I'm not the princess.
But I mean, I find that this book has always been like my go-to book, whether I was trying to get through to like a middle school child or an elementary school child, or right up into high school.
Yep.
And what I would do is have like a child sit in a comfortable position, whichever comfortable position it was, and do like we did when we were kids. When our teacher in school read us the book,
Joe. Yeah, exactly.
they had to close their eyes and listen to the voice and listen to the story in the hope that we were envisioning.
You know, and that's wonderful, especially with there's a lot of like information out there. Like, you know, read to your kids, literally read to your kids. But if not, buy them a book on tape or a book on CD.
Yes.
Let them hear it every night before they go to bed. Because what that's going to do is the story, it's going to stick in their imagination, especially if a child, you know, coming from a psychological standpoint, if a child does have particular issues, you want to take them away from themselves, and it'll teach them that nighttime is that thing to look forward to, that story, that shut the story off as soon as they fall asleep, see where they remember from, get to that point, go over it again. So it's a process where they can learn to develop more. So yeah, you are 100% right. What do you guys think? You guys want story time?
Helps build the imagination.
Come on, story time with Michelle, Steph, and Sue. Come on. I'll even do what I did for my kids. You read the story, I'll act it out. I'm not kidding. Steph and I will act out the story as you read it.
All right, that's fine.
I think that'd be fun.
I think we can do it.
I think that would be fun.
Is children are welcome to this one.
Yep.
It's a book that's great for all ages. So even as adults, I want you guys to hear when I'm reading the book, and I want you to do like Stephanie and Sue did, and close your eyes and try to picture the scenes of what I'm saying from each page of the book. You know, and I'm going to ask you, can you picture in your head what the bird looks like? Can you picture in your head?
Can you
because
hear the bird? Can you smell the bird flapping the feathers? Yeah.
Can you smell the springtime?
I don't know why. See that fresh.
She likes moss.
Moss smell.
Yeah.
She goes. Where does the frog live? In the swamp.
Yeah.
With moss and with those lily pads and all that stuff. And it's just it's a classic fairy tale that everybody can relate to.
Exactly.
But in the way that I take it through like a, hey boy, I'm throwing my fruit loops at him. Okay. That got him.
Every time Buddha hears my voice, he has a conniption fit.
He does. He's at the window barking for Auntie Spirit.
Yeah, he's barking, thinking I'm out there. Like, where's she coming from?
Like, we should try that one day, and I'd be happy to do that, because I found with my own son being autistic and both of my kids having their own different set of difficulties, it was important to find a way to teach my son and my daughter how, in a stressful situation, how to bring themselves down.
Exactly.
That point of the meditative state, so that way they wouldn't be overwhelmed with school. They wouldn't be overwhelmed with
really should make this fun. Literally,
exactly.
You sit, you read, you have to be the serious one. We'll be the goofballs behind you. Acting
You
it out.
told me.
Come on.
We'll see how
We gotta
you
make
do
Michelle
under
be serious this time. She's gonna be the serious one, and we'll be the goofball. What do you guys think out there? You like that?
I tell you, I can read a mean story.
Okay.
All right.
We can act really silly.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, this is a challenge, guys. What do you think?
Brush
I love
up on
the
your
idea.
gym.
Yeah, because it's going to help you. You know, if it's going to help you learn to paint a picture. Like, some people don't have that ability to create things, and they block. So, you know, practice makes perfect, and even as simple as reading a child's story helps you bring you back to that time of when you used to use your imagination as a young child. And help bring that out. And
really manifest. It's going to help adults. It's going to help the children. Yeah. And even if the adults are listening, and if we're acting goofy and somebody needs to laugh, we got all the bases covered, right?
You better believe it. But you remember, Stu, you know when you get into a good book, how that takes the rest of your world away.
Yes.
You know, and
I'm a readaholic. I own a Kindle because I couldn't fit all the books I've ever read on a bookshelf. So, yes.
And for two reasons that I find it very important. Two things. Number one is I always advocate for kids. Books.
Yep.
Whether you're reading it to them or whether they're learning to read it for themselves.
Exactly.
Take them to a library where a librarian can help them find an age-appropriate book. But this is a very, very innocent and very easy form of kids learning how to meditate.
Literally. Like here's another one, like Moby Dick. What if you took this large book, Moby Dick, and read a chapter every night? That kid would look forward to going to bed just to hear what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's going to activate dreams, and it's going to activate imagination.
Exactly.
And all those things. And that's what I love about sitting and reading like a book to an adult, reading a book to a child. I've read books, even as simple as the Bible in English or Portuguese or whatever language you speak.
She's got 3 versions.
Another way.
Exactly. I like the idea. We're going to do it. Michelle's got to be serious and read this story. We can't say a word. We're only going to be acting goofy and silly behind her.
And I want our listeners, and hopefully their kids, to sit in a comfortable position and listen to the story. Close their eyes, listen to the story. Let those pictures formulate in your head.
Exactly.
As I'm reading the story. So that's the promise that we'll have to do for our listeners.
Oh, I think so. Especially towards Christmas. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I would love to do it. Yes. Every Christmas, I still read on Christmas Eve. It was the night before Christmas for my kids. And what's better, especially for little ones, than to put a story like that in their own consciousness about Christmas. So I always loved it. And you can't do that without a book.
No, you can't. You have to have a book. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I'm a readaholic. I just want to mention one more thing. Don't forget, if you would like to be a sponsor of ATU Network or us girls here at Awakening the Unknown, don't forget to email us at atunetwork@gmail.com. We are more than happy to take one-time donations to help keep our dream alive, or sponsor us, get your business out there, because we can put you on the banner. We have a sponsorship commercial. We have many packages available, and we'd be happy to hear from you. If you guys have an idea or something that you'd like in a show, send us a message over too. Literally, send us a message. And as always, this show will be available tomorrow on iHeartRadio. So if you missed one of the meditations or the discussions, please feel free to go over, follow us, download, follow us, because next year I want to take us 3 to the iHeartRadio Podcast Awards. It's one of my goals, one of my dreams. I'm manifesting it.
90
follow
seconds.
us now.
And don't forget, practice your breathing in the meantime. Just keep at it. You'll get there. It's gonna take time, but practice that breathing.
Last word from Michelle tonight.
All I'm gonna say is, like, I learned baby steps. And try to take it down to your initial inner child and learn. If you don't see it, learn by, like your teachers used to do, reading a childhood story. Close your eyes and envision that. The dragon.
60 seconds.
Take it back. Old school. Same.
Alrighty, we have got to go. We really need a new opening close, but that's okay. We gotta go. See you next week, or you never know. Stay tuned because you know what? We pop in here and there. Peace out. Love you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to